All right, we're going to talk this out because here's a unpopular fact. If you have an understanding or a relationship with God or the universe or whatever, you quickly realize that they're assholes. God, the universe, whatever, they're complete pieces of shit at times. Let me explain something to you. This is TonioSkits, right? Now, about a month ago, I basically said, "Hey, universe, God, whatever. I got this thing going on. I'm basically just looking for a friend, just somebody I can connect with, somebody that can, help. Sure, not necessarily financially, but just help in the sense of making me feel, or not even making me feel, making it a reality that I have more than just one friend in the world. Because very truly, if I had to say who's been your friend these last years of my life, it's been God or the universe. That's it. Nobody else. No other people have really been friends or anything to me, but the universe has. And this is kind of an example of that, right? So about a month ago on September 12th, I said, "Hey, universe, I'm going to throw this shit out here and you do your kind of thing," right? So this is what I threw out there. I did this post. When you connect one guy and another guy, now that you have the full picture, I want you to understand that. I said your store represents connection. And because of you, we're connected. You get what I'm saying? So if for the pause there, if you don't get what that was saying is hey, understand that I didn't put this together either, right? That's my timeline. That I didn't put those posts together in that order. All this realistically, I didn't really put together. You could almost say that it was just more like, in a certain sense, just a vessel. Just maybe the universe kind of making it possible for me, Antonio, and many other people, whatever, to just kind of whatever have things happen, right? So that's Connect Antonio with Aventura, which is a band, a Dominican bachata. I wouldn't know if I would just call them bachata, but anyway, a band, a musical band, right? In that particular post, that is Connect Antonio to them. That song is playing in the background as well as kind of different other things. And then last night, I see that Tonio appeared on stage with Aventura less than a month after I put that post out there connecting them. Now, the purpose of me trying to kind of talking about this is listening, right? Normally, I guess the point of this made me realize either there's many times I don't listen to the God or the universe, and B, there's many times I don't talk about God or the universe, and both of those, there's the balance is off there, right? So right now I'm talking about God as well as listening to God and or the universe or whatever, in the sense of that I'm listening in the sense of that's a fact. I threw that out there a month ago. There's a certain thing that I want. But it was basically for me and Antonio to get what we want out of that. And what I got out of it was having an understanding that I do have an understanding of certain things that hasn't necessarily led to me being able to connect with others. But that's also, as odd as this may sound, but it's also a fact of maybe Tonio doesn't understand God or the universe or his relationship to it. And this makes me feel uncomfortable because that's what I want to try to avoid, was trying to make it seem in any way manipulative or threatening. And that's kind of what I was trying to allude to, of when you listen to the world or God or the universe, you realize that sometimes they're assholes and so are you. And it's just about both of you trying not to be. And so, kind of like what I just said, for me, one of the things that's bittersweet about this is knowing that Tonio's brother just died, which means that, again, I'm not a mind reader, who knows, but from it seems as if while that was a great achievement for him, it was also bittersweet, in the sense that his brother just recently passed away and wasn't able to participate in the way that I would imagine Tonio would have wanted him to, in that situation. And then for me, it's bittersweet, and like what this is good in the sense of like, I'm figuring out like, I gotta listen more, and maybe I gotta talk more one way or the other. It's making me think about things, but I'm not sure if Tonio is gonna be able to understand what's going on and actually just be like, what's going on with you? Because it seems as if maybe we should try to talk like two regular fucking people. And so, if that doesn't happen out of this, then what's best for both me and him is if I can at least get something outside of it. And right now I'm trying to kind of figure that out, whether it should be me talking more about these things or listening more, because I try to listen. I guess the point being is there's many times in life previously that something like this has happened, even particularly between me and Tonio. Very specifically, you can see certain posts I've done and certain things that have happened in his life and my life as well, subsequently. But either way, just trying to kind of like, just normally I wouldn't post about this because I wouldn't want people to be misunderstood of like I just wouldn't want to be misunderstood, and I wouldn't want to even take the risk. But right now, it seems as if it would be more of a risk to not say or listen. And so I'm listening, I'm trying to, and I'm saying what I know as well, which is, I guess, just basically, what I wanted to throw this out there. It's not the best organized, but it's a kind of an example of like trying to make sure you listen when you pray for something, because it's my understanding that many times you shouldn't have to pray for things more than once. And what seems to be a problem for myself as well as others at times is that just not listening when your prayers are answered, and kind of, I guess, either assuming or not wanting to acknowledge that you played a part in that. You asked for it, you got it, and you also have a responsibility usually at that time to do something as well. And so I know for myself, sometimes it makes it difficult to want to listen, because you're like, oh man, because you kind of realize, if I listen, then I'm supposed to be doing something too. And so it can be easier to kind of blow this off to, I don't know what's going on. If I'm talking about myself in this particular situation, I don't know what's going on. Maybe that thing with Aventura was planned, a long time ago. Realistically, I had nothing to do with it. My post on September 12th had nothing to do with that. That was just my post about my shit. The way Antonio was included in it, maybe I forced him into it in a way that I'm not seeing. You know what I mean? Like I can make it a whole bunch of other things, but very realistically, it's just what it is. It's hard for me to deny the fact that it's oddly bittersweet, and it seems bittersweet for both of us. Like, in other words, it's bittersweet for him and bittersweet for me, for him to have appeared on that stage with Aventura, after I had subsequently kind of thrown out in the world that was something that I wanted. And if he wanted, well, then I was doing what I needed to do to try to make that happen for him. So yeah, that's that. Try to listen to the world, but also, speak about what you know. It could be crazy. It sounds crazy. I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? Like, cause even now, like, I guess for me though, this doesn't sound so crazy because it's pretty easy. You know what I mean? Like, you look at my post on September 12th, you look at this one. If I'm incorrect, it should be fairly easy to be like, no, actually, that shit with Aventura was planned before you made that post, so there's no way possible. Or even, it was planned afterwards, but, as far as I know, nobody saw that post. But that one's a little more difficult because I feel, who knows? That could be true, though, too. That's what I'm saying. But the thing is, the silence, that's what I'm trying to break the cycle of, because that's also what I've been doing, is leaving things in silence, and not talking about things as if they're not happening or don't exist. And that's been hurting me, and I'm trying to stop that for myself and others. So that's basically it.